Good morning, all. Paul from CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, April 22nd. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. So, we spoke about this in the trading room yesterday about even though price-wise went down pretty good, there was no volume with the move. We said a lot of people were probably off yesterday. They might possibly be off a good part of this week with a lot of schools closed. But price was going down. I said, don't be surprised if tomorrow we do the opposite. Right now, we're attempting to do the opposite. Remember, yesterday's inside day down paid handsomely. The inside week down paid very well for the first day of the week. Now we'll see if it continues. Okay? We are in a balance of historic nature. Let me say that again. Historic nature. You're in a balance you've never seen before. You can keep calling the daily down, up, whatever you want inside of that balance. But until you come out of April 9th high or April 7th low, this is purely balance. You have to realize that. And you're going to get these type of moves. Go down one day, next day go up, right? Especially now that we're dealing with short-term traders. We have a lot to resolve here. Which way gets resolved today? We have the gap above us. We have the single prints below us from April 9th. Which gets resolved? Remains to be seen. Same with NQ. Gap above from yesterday. Single prints below from April 9th, which we took back a bunch in NQ. Now, righty does not have the gap. Okay? And they took back the single prints from the 9th. Actually, did they even have any? They had to have some. Yeah, I'm sorry. Actually, righty did not take back all the single prints from the 9th. I'm sorry. So they're definitely different in that regard. They did have a double distribution day. I think they held it late yesterday, but right now we're trading above it. So again, the chop continues. What you have to do with these large ranges is break them down. Do we get acceptance into the upper distribution from yesterday? If we do, then there's a possibility of trying to get back inside last week's range and attack the gap. If we don't get acceptance inside the upper distribution, we could spend a lot of time, once again, just filling in volume between A's low and M's high, where the single prints were. Same with NQ, although NQ only held one small set of single prints. Remember, we went from a triple and a quadruple distribution day to a double late in the day when KL and M rallied. So, again, what are our hump levels? Well, where we're trading now, the bulls now want to defend D's high. So 51.95 in ES, and in NQ's case, it is C's high of around 17.989. For the bears, what's their hump level? Well, certainly would like to defend last week's low of 52.51 in ES and 18.116 in NQ. If they don't defend that, then it would certainly want to be the single print, the gap fills at 52.85.50 and 18.262. So again, break down these large ranges into smaller pieces, which will be more easily managed. And again, that's before we get MGI that forms today. The Bears ended up with just a huge win yesterday, right? What was it, 9-1? 9-1 win for the Bears. But that day is over. That day is now over, okay? Now, early on, values in favor of the Bulls. We're up almost 0.7%. So again, you see how things change on a daily basis? And so please just keep that in mind. And that's why, as a day trader, an intraday trader, you'd really benefit yourself being inside this trading room. Chart-wise, here's your weekly. Inside week down for now. Again, nothing really told you the weekly is not down because it was, right, 1, 2, inside week still 3, and now 4. We're one time framing down for 4 weeks. So you can call the weekly down, no doubt. But again, until you take out this low or this high, nothing's changing. And on the daily, for me, again, you're one-time framing down now, 3 days, right? But it's all one huge balance. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.